Alright guys, and welcome back to another episode of Beats and Bandanas podcast. It's your girl Ken. It's raining. It just started raining out of nowhere, and I don't know if you can hear it, but I mean, I've been gone for a little minute actually. It's been about a week, I think. You know, had to take care of some things, take care of myself, you know, so I was gonna come back. This is recorded on World Mental Health Day. So although you're going to be hearing / seeing this after that, I just want to remind you guys, you know, to take care of yourself. I made a tweet, I want to say maybe last week, yeah, saying that your mind can be your worst enemy. So take care of yourself. Because I really feel like if you're not doing well mentally, you can't do well with certain things and you can't be well. So, you know, of course, sometimes easier said than done. Make sure, you know, you talk to someone if you need anything. You already know you can hit me up in my DMs and stuff like that, just to talk to me about anything if you need anything, just to, like, you know, vent, have someone to listen to anything that you need to say. So yeah, just want to put that out there. I want you guys to know with these episodes, although I kind of had the original idea for it to be weekly, but sometimes if there's just not anything going on, I'm not just gonna put out some random type of episode just to have one, you know, like I want it to actually be quality content for you guys. So the first thing I want to talk about, and hopefully I don't get all over the place with this because it's very easy to, is VIC Mensa. Let us have a moment of silence. That's enough. So Vic, I don't know what's going on, man. You know, if you want to talk, if you need to talk, my social media is in the description. Like, are you good, bro? Because although the episode has not aired, this diss that you did for X, just that headline alone is, can't really come back from that one ever, I don't think. And here's why. Because it's very hypocritical, in my opinion. It's very hypocritical for you to have said the stuff that you did in that video. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but I'll put a link below somewhere for you guys to check that out if you haven't seen it already. But I will say, you had a good message as far as the overall concept that, you know, abusers should not be idolized, is what I felt you were basically trying to say in a certain part of the video. So I mean, I can agree with that. However, it's kind of like comical to me how you can come for X, XXXTentacion, and okay, this rain. First of all, can y'all hear this? Bro, this is about to get like extra sap for no reason. Like, okay, but how you can come for him when you were even on the Breakfast Club doing an interview talking about one of your song lyrics where you talked about choking out your girlfriend. But I think you have the notion that since you were public about that and since you apologized about that, it makes a difference. When I don't think it does. I mean, I don't, like, what, did you expect a certain outcome? Like, well, you know, he did apologize and he did bring it to our attention. We didn't even know. He told us. So I guess he gets a pass. He gets, no. Bruh, no, you don't get a pass, man. It makes it worse when you call someone else out for something on allegations, keyword, allegations, and then it seemed like, oh, my eye. Has that been there the whole time? I think I had something on my eye, whatever. I'm not sure if you want to try to get some type of apology statement prepared. All right, this rain, this rain is coming down really hard. But I think your PR team, if you have one of those, I don't know if you do, because I think if you did, a good team, they would have prevented you from doing that diss in the first place. You also said in the cipher that you recorded it, or it was recorded, a few weeks ago. or just weeks ago rather. But X was killed in June, so it just kind of seems like you were just set on saying whatever you were going to say, because it wasn't like you recorded the cipher before he died. So it seems as if you already knew what you were going to be doing and saying. This is just kind of bad for various reasons. It seeming like you only apologized because his mom was present. You giving some type of timeline as if that was supposed to help your case, but it actually hurts more. It goes against you more. And then you talking about someone being a domestic abuser based on allegations. And also when you have done something in your past that resulted in you abusing a woman. So overall what I'm seeing here is that common sense was heavily absent. It's just, I don't really see what you were trying to do here. I don't really care to know what you were trying to do here. But again, I can see the overall point that you were trying to make. But as many people have said on social media, I agree with them with the whole right message, wrong person. If you guys care to look more into the allegations against X, I do encourage that you just do your own research. I've done a lot of research on it because I was interested in kind of learning more about it, because I just remember that a lot of people were calling him like a woman beater and stuff like that, but I never looked more into it. I feel like it's very important not to talk about something if you're not knowledgeable of it, or if you're talking about something and you might not be sure if the information is accurate, you know, cite your sources and stuff like that. And I just feel like with Vic, he just might have ran off with all of the stuff that was being said in the media, because it's very easy to see how people do that because they continue to do it. It's just a really complicated, I'll call it a case because it was legally a case. It's very, very complicated, and just do your research if you want to try to delve deeper into all of that. I had to try to do some type of research on Vic, period. I haven't listened to his music like that before, so as a first impression type of thing, it's not looking too great, man. Just, you know, kumbaya, do some breathing exercises. You know, you don't have to say everything that comes to your mind. You have freedom of speech, but not freedom of the consequences. I think I said that on the last episode too. This is pretty much full circle type of thing here. And since we're on the topic of problematic people, ladies and gentlemen, she needs no introduction. Azalea Banks, as well as the lovely Lana Del Rey. Now, I'm going to look on my computer for some of this because I wasn't going to print all of this stuff out. But basically, Kanye put up a picture of him wearing the MAGA hat, and Lana had commented on it, which I did see. As a brief recap of the actual tweet, she basically told Kanye that Trump becoming our president was a loss for the country, and if you think it's alright to support someone who believes it's okay to grab a woman by the just because he's famous, then you need an intervention as much as he does, and ended it off with message sent with concern that will never be addressed. So that was, I forgot what day that was actually that he actually posted that, but I want to say it had to be the day after his SNL performance when he was supposed to drop Yandi, around that time. So 29th of September, yeah, around that time I believe. Azalea Banks decided to come at Lana and say how that she shouldn't be speaking on this issue, basically because she supports A$AP Rocky, who has done similar things, but since the victims were not white, she thought it was okay or appropriate, and that's why she's not coming for A$AP. Then I remember seeing a video on the Shade Room about her talking more about it, saying that Kanye is something about him going crazy, but he's our problem, as in he's the black people's problem, so that she needs to not concern herself with it and keep it moving, basically. So this is what I don't understand, Azalea. This is what I don't understand, sweetheart. I feel as if after that Wild 'N Out thing that happened, you should have really just deleted your social media and taken a well-needed break. A kumbaya. You and Vic can just go to an island for 60 days and just relax. Get in touch with nature, crack some coconuts, make some juice, learn to do a fire, learn some survival methods, and get at peace. Get right. Because I don't understand what's up with y'all. Alright? And I can't speak on Vic so much because I've seen more of you on social media doing the dumbest things ever. You're basically just a bully for no reason, speaking on things that I don't think anyone cares to hear your opinion on, because you don't give an opinion, you just come after people. And it doesn't make sense. I don't understand what you get from it. Honestly, I don't care to know what you get from it because it wouldn't be a justified or valid reason to begin with. But I just really need you to just take care of you. Alright? Because you freaking posting a screenshot. And if you were to ever see this, no, I do not follow you. This is simply for the episode, so I had to go to your account. Because I feel like you're the kind of person to try to bring up, ha, she was on my account anyway, ha! No. 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 Anyways, she posted a screenshot of her texting Kanye talking about Lana's beefing with me on Twitter or something. Posted a screenshot of what Lana had said, and then Kanye said something back. I guess, hold on, let me see if I have it on a tab. Un momento, por favor. She was like, Lana's beefing with me on Twitter. Then she posted like the screenshot of Lana's response to one of her tweets, and Kanye said, "You never blew it. There's so much more to do." Because Lana had said, "Banks, you could have been the greatest female rapper alive, but you blew it. Don't take it out on the only person who had your back." My question is, what was Kanye supposed to do? Were you supposed to get some form of validation from that? Oh, thank you, Azalea. You are the chosen one. You support me for all of my day. No, bro. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it. And then she posted some other screenshot with some other person talking about, the other person was like, did Lana say she was gonna pull up on you? LMFAO. Like, it was some joke, but first off, Lana told you to pull up. You didn't pull up. And she's absolutely correct. You could have been one of the greatest rappers, female rappers of our time, because your music, from what I've heard, isn't trash, but your attitude is, and you can't take what you dish to others. And for that, I have no respect for that. No respect for just unnecessarily trying to cause some type of drama. I don't get it. And even, and then don't y'all have each other's numbers? Why is everything on social media with you? You could have slid in her DMs. And that's my thing too. If you were so passionate about what you wanted to say to her, I don't even think you would have said this to her in that way in her DMs. I think you only come off like that with this kind of energy when you post something on social media. But you couldn't have just hit her up. Hey, you know, I saw what you said on Kanye's picture, although I'm a week late. But, you know, I just really want to know, like, why would you say that now and stuff when, you know, ASAP has been known to do blase blase. I'm just quoting her because I have no idea what she's talking about. That's something I'd have to look up on my own later. Anyways. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, you didn't keep that same energy with him, so why are you doing that with Kanye? Is that hard? Is it hard to just civilly say something to someone? I guess it is. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I've never cared for how she handles stuff, and I can't overlook the stuff that she does enough to just go out and like listen to one of her songs. So yeah, but Lana was definitely clapping back, and she wanted all the smoke. Is she about that life? I'm not sure, but I feel like the vibe she was giving off from those tweets, as soon as Azalea would have stepped foot on the property, I would have seen Lana kick the door down and with some type of shotgun and start shooting bullets in the air. I told you stop talking all that on Twitter. Some type of stuff like that is what I was imagining. And I didn't make this a 2-minute max situation because I thought, you know, I just had a lot to say on it based off of who it involved. For those who are new, 2 minutes max is a segment where I talk about something that I didn't care enough to talk about for more than 2 minutes. So today's 2 minute max topic is going to be Kanye West going to visit Donald Trump on Thursday at the White House to talk about prison reform, violence in Chicago, and more. Let's start our timer. Time is up. So now let's talk albums. So we have Ella Mai. Her debut album is dropping on Friday. All of these albums are dropping on Friday that I'm going to be mentioning. So yeah, Ella first album, really cool. She's had a ton of songs over the years, and it's really great to see that she's coming up and getting a lot of recognition. Boot Up was that song this year. And for everyone that's single out there, I'm sorry you had to go through that epidemic of not having anyone to dedicate that song to, but it's okay. 2019 is a new year. I think she has a song with Chris Brown. I'm looking forward to the John Legend feature. I love John Legend. Good job, Ella. Very proud of your success and your progress in your career, and I wish you all the best. Now next, my boy Quavo is coming out with his first solo debut album called Quavo Honcho. Excited for this one too because I do like the Migos, and I really do like Quavo as one of the members. I don't know if you're on social media to witness him being dragged for filth for his album cover. Mix of like Harry Potter and other things. I don't know. He had a creative direction. I'm not sure where his vision was at. But you know, I'm gonna give you a pass, man. It's your first solo album, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Some people were really dragging him, talking about it was one of the worst album covers of all time. So, but what I did find interesting was in an interview that he gave, he was talking about that the Migos need to find themselves individually. Like that's what they're doing now. They're taking the time to do that now so that they can grow stronger as a group. So I don't know if people are looking at this as, okay, solo album, he's just eventually just going to do his own thing. But I think we started seeing the transition when each of them featured on songs individually with other artists. You know, because you can't, I guess it's always good to have a plan B, although their plan A, which is Migos altogether, is doing surpassingly well as far as them charting and everything like that, being on tour with Drake. But I do understand them having another venture that they want to do for themselves, because it's always a good feeling to have something like for yourself, your own, you know, amount of money coming in and stuff like that. So I get it. I definitely respect that. So we'll see how that album goes when it drops on Friday. I'm wishing him the best with it, especially with it being his first album solo. So we'll see. Another album dropping is by Belly, which is called Immigrant. He's been dropping a lot of stuff pretty frequently over the years and stuff like that. But, you know, I do enjoy his music, especially for those songs that he has with The Weeknd. Lord, it's just magic to your ears. And then the songs that he has by himself too, like they're just, everything's good from him. I'm never disappointed with his music. So excited for this project as well, and I really wanted to share with you guys what he put as his caption when he dropped his cover art on Instagram. He said, "With everything going on, I can't sit by and say nothing. I decided to speak my truths." And I really like that. because I feel like that coincides with the album name, especially with what's going on with the presidency and everything that had happened over these past few months regarding families being torn apart with DACA. And I don't know if people should go into this, you know, wanting some type of like hype factor or whatever, but I think this is going to be a very personal type of album, so I'm really looking forward to it. So that is pretty much it for this episode of Beats and Bandanas podcast. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me and listening / watching this on YouTube. And as always, you guys stay safe in these streets, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thinking about something for too long can definitely be a detriment. If you want to do something, do it. You know, don't spend too long thinking about it. Start, work on it, finish it, complete it, see how you feel after you finish something. And then I think, you know, just to get the ball rolling, just to get yourself on pace, on track, start some consistency. I think that'll motivate you more than the idea of success or the idea of wanting to accomplish something. Just start. Just start. I know it seems hard. I know it seems like it's impossible. I know you feel tired. I know you feel this lack of energy, this lack of motivation. You feel this fear and lack of drive. But if you start, it's that much closer to finishing. And apply that to everything that you have going on in life, whether it's college, whether it's work, whether it's your relationships. Just give as much as you can. Give as much as you can to anything that you do. Don't half-ass anything. Don't be afraid. Don't let any of these other thoughts fester in your mind for too long. And if they do, tell yourself you're wrong.